Dominic Turniad, and I'm here with Halthor Björnsen. Hello.
Hello, Dominic. How are you doing, champ?
I'm great, and you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
It's a huge week for you because we are now in the fight week ahead of your boxing match. So, how do you feel about it, and how does it sound?
Yeah, so I've done two exhibition fights before, but yeah, I'm feeling extremely great for the fight against Devon this Saturday. The training, the camp itself was good. Yeah, I'm in good shape. I'm in the best shape that I've ever been in, boxing wise, obviously, and I'm very excited to show my skills, show the people what I've learned over the last couple of months.
Okay, as you mentioned, you will face Devon Larratt, and what do you think about him? And do you know any kind of his boxing skills? Do you have any information about how good he is in boxing?
I don't have any information, um, but I do know that he's new to boxing, and that's usually not the best sign because boxing is a very difficult sport and it takes a long, long, long time to get used to being punched in the face, firstly. Um, and then secondly, to get in a good shape, like for boxing, and to know how to throw punches and to know how to move your legs, use the ring, and everything basically. Just the ring IQ. There's so much to learn. Like boxing is such a complicated sport, and much harder than people I think realizes. Um, I was shocked how difficult this sport was when I first started doing it. Boxing, in my opinion, is probably one of the most difficult sports that you can do. At least that I've tried. Um, and yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I've been doing it now for a year and a half, and it took me probably half a year at least to get used to being punched in the face. I remember the probably the first half, first 6 months, I would get a runny nose after each and every sparring session because you get punched in the face and your nose and everything this year is just not used to it. So you would just get a bloody nose and you would get a black eye because you would just not know how to move and you or maybe you'd move like wrong and you would get hit badly because your hands were not up. And but now I'm getting better. I'm knowing how to move my body more. I'm knowing to keep my hands up. In the beginning, I was so big and I was so strong that it was extremely difficult for me to just keep my hands up because after 3 minutes, my hands were so pumped that they would literally just leak down. My hands would just leak down. I would try to keep them up, but they would just leak down because I would get so tired. But now with the time, with the training and everything, my body's getting more used to it, and I'm able to keep my hands up. I'm able to protect my head more, move more. So it's getting better. It's getting better.
After many years in the gym, you have to work with your body in a totally different way. So, what are pros and cons of this transformation from a strongman to a fighter?
My willingness to work hard, probably. Like I'm a hard worker when it comes to going to the gym and just to stay consistent. I'm I'm proud of myself for putting in the work, for showing up every single day, for eating my meals, for just taking care of my body. And I've learned that throughout the years of being a sport person, for being a professional athlete. A lot of people ask me often, how do you stay motivated? And I think some people are just gifted with that. They are just motivated. They want to become great and they want to succeed. And I just, for some reason, have that ability to be able to stay motivated. It's not built in everyone. some people just don't have that desire inside of them. It's not like I have to watch motivation videos to get myself motivated. I wake up motivated every single day to go
Okay.
to the gym and to work hard. So that's the thing that I was able to take from strongman into boxing.
And you have lost over 100 pounds, I think, right? So how do you feel your new body? You are like basically a new man right now.
Yeah, basically a new man. Wow, I feel great, man. I feel so much better, so much better. Yeah, it's crazy. I actually lost more than 100 pounds. It's absolutely mind blowing how much I've lost. I've lost the whole person almost.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. A whole grown like man, the flyweight for example, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So is there anything that you couldn't do 50 kilograms before and now you can do and you are happy that you are, for example, I don't know, scratch bag or something that's
Probably. Yeah. I was able to do all things at the heavy weights, but my breathing is better. Uh, my energy level is better. I'm able to stay more active, which is nice. Sometimes it was just difficult to do a lot of activities stuff because in strongman I would just focus on being as strong as possible. And when you're an athlete and you want to be the best, you have to sacrifice a lot of things sometimes. And one of the things that I sacrificed was family time, quality time, which is sad, but sometimes you have to do it if you want to become the best. With boxing, I feel like I'm able to spend more time with my family because I have more energy for some reason.
for the last couple of weeks the all fans in Poland have been following the negotiations between your between promotion, you and Mariusz Pudzianowski, of course, and this fight didn't happen, but Mariusz said that the reason why it didn't happen is because the financial terms didn't met. So what is your opinion about this whole situation?
Um, yeah, I don't know that story. I know there were some discussions. And I was willing to fight him. I told the people, the promotion people, that I was willing to fight him. But obviously something between them didn't work out. Hopefully in the future I can fight Mariusz Pudzianowski. I would love to fight him. We'll see. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna fight Devin now, and maybe I can fight Mariusz Pudzianowski after I fight Eddie Hall if he's ready then.
I can see that it's something that you want to do in future because even when you posted a poster with a new opponent, you added a hashtag "See you soon, Mariusz." So I guess this is something that you have in your mind all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I like challenges, and Marius has been fighting for much longer than I have, but I have the reach on him. So, I mean, I know that Marius is a hard worker. He works hard, and he'll come in great shape and ready. But so will I, and I think also the fans would love to see that fight. So if the fans want to see it, let's make it happen.
So you know probably Mariusz from the strongman time, but have you also followed his KSW career, his MMA career, or?
Slightly, yeah. I am like when I was still starting strongman, he retired. I believe he retired in 2010. Is that correct in strongman?
Or
And
2009, I think maybe something about.
2009. Yeah. That was actually my first year just entering strongman. First year competing in strongman was 2009. 2011 was my first year at World Strongman. So yeah, I was a big fan of Mariusz Pudzianowski, and I am a big fan of him as an athlete. He's just a great athlete, 4 times World Strongman winner, and has won so many other international competitions. It would be awesome to fight him. Hopefully, we can make that happen.
And is he some kind of signpost of how to make a transformation from, from strongman to a fighter? Because he has this whole path behind him. So
No, I no, I wouldn't say that. Even though I have a lot of respect for him as an athlete, but I haven't been looking at his fighting skills or anything like that. He's doing MMA. I'm doing boxing. It's two different sports. If we would fight in the future, it would be in boxing because I'm doing boxing. Um, yeah.
and last time when he fought against a fellow strongman, the guy called Tiberiusz Kowalczyk, I don't know if you know him, they fought in MMA in the Polish National Stadium in front of 60,000 audience. So would you like to come to Poland and to fight in this kind of scenario? Because probably your fight with Mariusz will be like the biggest event in Poland that year when it happened.
Yeah, for sure. I would absolutely be willing to fight in Poland. I don't care where the fight would happen. If the best solution would to have it in Poland, which would make probably the most sense because of the Polish fans. I think he has a strong and loyal Polish fan base, and I think a lot of Polish people would love to see that fight. So yeah, maybe that would make the most sense to have it in Poland, and I would be more than willing to. I would be more than willing to travel there and fight him.
That's a great news. We will be pleased to have you here and to watch this fight. So I hope that it will materialize in the future. And one more thing about MMA, there were videos with you and Conor McGregor training together. Can you tell more how did you met with him, and was it just this one meeting, or was there something more?
Yeah, so it was just this one meeting. I was basically filming for Game of Thrones in Belfast City, and he was just training and doing his stuff in his hometown. And I decided to reach out to my friend Gunnar Nelson, who was training with um, with Conor. I asked him, "Hey, I know you guys are training. Is it okay if I come along and chill with the guys for a day?" So I went there with my friend. We watched the training session. We hang out, and that's basically how it happened. Yeah, yeah, it was a cool day.
So we have not a lot of time, but I like to ask you about some movie things. So you had a chance to star in the Game of Thrones, lately in the Kickboxer. In the next year, you will also make your next appearance in the Northman movie, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell more about your character and the movie itself?
Uh, Unfortunately, I cannot discuss that um, because of, yeah, I'm just not allowed to do that as of today. Um, but I had some great time filming it. Um, it was some cool activity stuff that I did there. That's the most I can say. I can't go into deeper details.
So in Kickboxer, on the other hand, you had a chance to meet the legendary Mike Tyson, Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was something special for you to be in this movie alongside this huge stars, these legends.
When I got the part um, Kickboxer Retaliation, I was super excited because Mike Tyson was in it, and obviously Van Damme. Um, but the funny fact is that I actually never met. I met Van Damme. That was super cool, but I never met Mike Tyson. I've never seen the
Okay.
guy, sadly. But that's just how filming sometimes work. You might be with someone in a film, but you might not meet them.
Yeah, of course. So your beef with Eddie Hall is still unresolved because of his injury. So when can we expect this fight? Because you have huge plans. Mariusz Pudzianowski is on the horizon. Eddie Hall is still waiting for this fight. So what are your plans to the near future? For the near
Well,
future.
Well, the plan is to obviously fight Devon this Saturday. Then after that fight, I'm going to fight hopefully at the Hall beginning next year, hopefully around March, April. Hopefully, if his injuries heal up well, we can do it around that time. Right now, basically, I'm just waiting on him. I'm just waiting on Eddie to get in a shape and his hand to heal up. And this is just something that I have to stay patient, and hopefully we will get some more information for the fans on that soon.
Okay, and I have one more name for you. You can face. It's the KSW organization, the Polish MMA organization, contracted Martin Ford 2 years ago, and he's still waiting for his debut. So, do you know him, and would you consider to fight him in the something could be called the Clash of the Giants, because you are both like huge guys?
Yeah, I know who Martin Ford is. I don't know him personally though. I've heard his name before. I don't know him personally though. Well, I am doing boxing. I'm not doing any MMA stuff. I would be willing to discuss possibility to fight anyone in the boxing. Basically, I don't really care who it is, um, as long as it makes sense for me.
So, what we should expect from you and your fight at Saturday? Because I think that everyone will be waiting for this event.
I've obviously trained extremely hard for this fight, and I am ready. And if Davin is not ready, I think people are gonna see him getting injured, and I will knock him out probably first round, especially if he's not ready. Um, my left hand is quite strong, and if I'm able to land that left hand at the right timing, he will fall.
Thank you very much, Hathor. It was like huge pleasure for me to talk to you, to see you in not in the flesh, but by Zoom. So thank you very much, and I wish you all the best at Saturday.
Thank you, champ. Take care. All the best to you, man.